Yes! Regular show's finally in the game! Finally got regular show, bro. Oh my gosh. Give me this shit now. Yes.
We should probably run for our lives now. Skips?
Now we do it the Skips way.
Alright, so it finally happened. Fortnite isn't regular show. I mean, regular show isn't Fortnite. Honestly, it could be both. I mean, this is a collab the community has been anticipating for years. We finally got it. We got it, motherfuckers. We actually did it. We won! I mean, this is the IP that everyone wanted Fortnite to collab with. We even got some early concepts of what it could have been. So, real quick before I get into the main topic, let's actually do a skin review. We're going to see if these skins actually live up to our expectations, or if it's just a failure like Mordecai's relationships. Which, speaking of, first is Mordecai. Alright, so let's get one thing straight first with Mordecai. First things first, Mordecai for some reason always looks high. I don't know why, but Mordecai just always has his eyes squinting for some reason. I don't know if this is a bug or this is a design choice, but this dude looks constantly stoned. The shader on him actually looks really good, and it's not buggy at all. And he's overall real smooth. However, when he's drinking shields or any drinkable of any kind, his mouth is like partially or not even open. I mean, dude's practically just splashing the shit on his face. We also got the maximum glove and a bunch of baby ducks sending them to the moon. The maximum glove looks pretty sick and is overall a one-to-one creation. The baby ducks as a back bling was a nice touch. I wasn't really thinking they would add this since they rarely appear in the show, and when they do, the world is like on the line or something. I don't know why. Then we got the emo everyone has been anticipating for. You know it, I know it, grandma even knows it. The iconic... Alright, real quick, I'm gonna show you the actual emo for a minute, and you tell me if you notice anything. Alright, ready? Play.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Do you see it? Did you see it? Yeah, I'm sure you did, because the emote is way too short! Mordecai's emote is way too short. I'm talking about like 2 to 3 seconds short, when regularly it would last about 5 to 6 seconds. See what I did there? Now, I'm not sure why they made the emote so short, especially when the emote itself is actually longer than the audio, which I don't understand, Epic. What was the goal here? But actually, I think I have an answer. But it's only a theory. Again! But I'll bring it up in a bit. Overall, the skin is great. There's not too much to complain except for the emote and the fact that Mortal always looks stoned. So I'm giving the skin a B+. The emo is the only thing holding this back from being an A. Alright, switching over, let's go to Rigby, which, no surprise, wasn't gonna be a skin. Early concepts predicted he would be a back bling, but honestly, I think if he was a back bling, he would be blocking up way too much of the screen. It's a good concept, don't get me wrong, but I think having him as a pet is a good idea. Oh, but except for the fact that he's literally 3 feet tall! I mean, Rigby's known to be the short weakling in the show. It's constantly brought up. I mean, constant. But in this case, he's literally 3 feet tall. I mean, the guy's literally to Mordecai's legs, when in the show, he's at least to his stomach. But I get it, they need to make him as small as the pets, but I mean, come on, you guys. Not to mention his arms look ridiculously skinny. Look, I know he's a weakling, but he looks like a branch with twigs coming out. He just looks so derpy with this tiny body and short, skinny arms. It doesn't fit him at all. It looks like his arms aren't even made for his body either. He's constantly hitting this T-pose stance, and it looks so weird. Maybe I'm just tweaking here, but I think his arms should just be a little bit higher than where they are. But hey, maybe Epic will fix this later on the line, but who knows. Alright, moving on from what he looks like, let's go to his emote, which, yeah, surprisingly for a pet, he has an emote, but, you know, it makes sense. You can't have Mordecai's emote and not Rigby. Alright, but Rigby's emote is far better than the emote Mordecai has. See, Rigby's emote is far longer than Mordecai's. This is what the emote should be, and yet they gave it to Rigby, the pet that's gonna be aside you. The guy who's not even gonna be doing anything throughout the entire game has a longer and superior emote than the actual skins emote. But I think I know why they did this. Here's my game theory. See, in order to activate Rigby's emote, you have to first find him, then select him, and when you select him, you're given two options, either to high five him or emote. And when you make him emote, you have a certain amount of time to pull out your emote before his ends. So I think the idea Epic was making was to make Rigby's emote longer than the actual emote so that you, the player, have enough time to sync up with the emote. And that's why Morto's emote is so short. However, I still don't like it. I get the reasoning, but they still could have made it just a little bit longer. It just, in my opinion, would have been better if it was 1 to 2 seconds longer. I don't know. Anyways, now that I've explained that, there's just one more gripe about Rigby. Okay, so when you have a sidekick, they usually make some noise. If you're shooting at someone, if you're getting shot, if you're going down, if you're not doing anything, if you open a chest, you get the drill. SpongeBob being the only sidekick at the time that could talk and replace these noises with actual lines.
I'm getting kind of bored.
However, Rigby has a problem. This guy only knows how to say, whoa. Like, oh, dude, it's annoying. I mean, he has some interesting lines, don't get me wrong. But man, does this one just non-stop appears. It's constant, over and over. Like, buddy, please say something else then whoa, I'll kill you! Overall, the Rigby sidekick to me is at least a C+. It's not a bad sidekick, but there's just a couple problems to the sidekick, but I know Epic could fix this, so it's getting a C+. Also, Epic, please add the hand boning emote. I know you can do it, bro. It's one of the best emotes that's gonna be ever created. I beg you, please. Alright, on to the next skin. Skips. Now, this is one we all predicted would come. It was even in the concept video, which, may I add, looks 1-to-1 to the actual skin. It's very close to it. I gotta give him props. Skips, of course, was going to be the bigger buff skin. I mean, just look at him. We got the Fist of Justice and the back bling, which is from the babies in the show Skips is friends with. I say friends loosely because, anyways, Skips, again, is very huge. And of course, him being the big character takes up most of the screen. His titanically huge muscles are covering up a good portion of the screen, with you being unable to see things on your right if you're aiming, but I mean, it's to be expected. But overall, there's not much to say about the skin, and his emote Skips is actually pretty accurate. The only thing that kind of throws me off is that he's smiling when he skips. I mean, Skip smiles, no doubt, but it just looks so weird. Overall, the skin is great, and going by design, it's an A for me. Of course, with its playability in the game, it's a B. Alright, so now that we've gotten through the regular show skins, there's something I should address, and that's Fortnite's collab problem. If you've been catching up with Fortnite, you would know that Fortnite has done a lot of collabs in the past couple of weeks. Like, a lot. And this is becoming a problem. See, I'm not opposed to the idea of collabs. It's fun, and it's funny to say... that guy said Fortnite. But we're having a problem, Epic. See, you're adding skins way too early and way too close to each other. I mean, as of recording this, we've had over 10 collabs in this past January alone. Which, that's insane even for Fortnite. My biggest gripe about these skins, though, is that they're just hype and hype only. They're literally for the sake of hype. Which, I mean, Fortnite isn't any stranger to hyping things up, but when you throw these collabs too close to each other, it kind of loses the hype. Especially when you bring nothing to the table after these skins have been released. The South Park collab was a great collab that I don't think anyone saw coming, and generated a ton of hype. But not only did the skins come out, but they made a dedicated POI of this collab, and added additional items to the game. Granted, it's only 2 items, and one of them being sort of a healing item to replace another one, but nonetheless, they're still items. However, these collabs that they keep bringing, they're literally just skins and skins only, and that kind of bothers me. If you're going to bring an IP such as Ed, Edd and Eddy, The Office, and fucking regular show, you better bring something more than just skins. Cause skins alone, while yes can generate hype, the hype won't last much longer than a couple of days, and that's the problem. I think what's going on is that Fortnite's having another drought era, similar to Chapter 2 Season 1. Okay, maybe not similar, but you get what I'm saying. The player counts are dwindling, and I think Fortnite is thinking these collabs are gonna bring some people back because of, oh, look at this, we brought this one collab you weren't expecting. Oh, and another one that you weren't expecting. You definitely weren't expecting that one. Oh, and it finally happened. We brought that one collab everyone wanted so badly, so we brought it, guys. Come on, now, give us your money, please. We're begging you, come back. Give us your money, please. Fortnite, you're being greedy and boring again. Like, what the hell, dude? If you're gonna do a collab right, you should have done it like how you did with the Simpsons season. A season that was centered off a collab. The Simpsons season generated a shit ton of hype and brought a lot of people to the game. myself included. And I think it was a missed opportunity not to do the same with regular show. I mean, you already had a season that was dedicated to a collab, like I mentioned earlier, the Simpsons season, so why wouldn't you do the same with regular show? An IP that arguably is instantly recognizable once you mention it, so why wouldn't you do the same like the Simpsons season? And to bring it into Fortnite as only skins, while is exciting and fun, yes, it doesn't really give you a whole lot to do with, because overall the game is still the same, there's nothing new to it, and why bring an excited, anticipated collab without any merit? Now, am I just being a baby bitch boy and just saying, oh, Epic needs to add more items and POIs to make the game fun with its collabs? No, you can have fun with skins and skins alone, but what I'm saying is that Fortnite just can't survive on collabs alone. If they're gonna do collabs, they need to do it right. And I think they dropped the ball with regular show. I think what they should have done is hold off regular show, made a dedicated season based off it, or at the very least, dedicated items off the collab. And it's not like Fortnite hasn't done this before. They did it with Dragon Ball, My Hero, JJK, for all intents and purposes, fucking Star Wars. Hell, even Transformers got an item. And even if it was that shit canon, it still counts. All I'm saying is, Epic, if you're listening, which I know your ass is not, if you're going to do a collab, please do it right. Don't just throw it at the community expecting us to be happy for a whole 2 weeks, then feed us more collab slaps to keep us entertained. It's not fun, and you're draining my bank account. Anyways, I think that wraps up today's video, and there's nothing else I could say to... What the fuck was that?